Hey everyone, today I want to show you how to set up Claude, the best personal AI assistant that I've ever used. Claude is like an employee that you can chat with in your favorite messaging apps. It can manage your emails and calendar, push code to GitHub, send you alerts and webinars, and much more. So in this video, I'm going to walk through my favorite use cases for Claude and how you can set it up yourself to try it out. Okay, so this is the website for Claude. And honestly, ClaudBot is the most impressive AI product that I've tried since Claude Code. Now, people are rushing to buy Mac minis to give it a home, but all you really need is a Claude Code subscription and an old laptop to start. Okay, so let me give you a demo of Claude in action. So here I have Claude set up on my Telegram messaging app, right? And I've asked it to not share any personal information because we're recording a video right now. All right, so first thing I'm gonna ask it to do is to give me a roast. And let's see what it comes up with. It has access to my Google Drive and Gmail and everything else. So hopefully it'll give me something that's pretty personalized. All right, here we go. You asked for it, you're a PM by day and a creator by night, which is a fancy way of saying you answer emails and then talk about answering emails. You got an AI assistant, a smart home, and every productivity app ever made. And yet here you are asking me to roast you instead of working. It's pretty good so far, right? Yeah, so that is something to start with, but let's just skip straight to the impressive stuff. All right, so I've connected Claude to my GitHub, and I have a project called Personal Website. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, Personal Website here, where it basically has my personal website that you can see here. It's a pretty simple personal website. There's a bunch of links. There's like a secret Easter egg section here. And yes, I did vibe code this website with Claude Code. Now, let's see if Claude can actually update my website. So let's go back to Telegram and say, can you update my personal website? And let's say it's in GitHub personal website to add a line saying, I love Claude at the end. Okay. And just imagine that I'm on a go and just texting a friend. And let's see if Claude can actually update my personal website for me. All right, so it said it's added I love Claude and push it to GitHub automatically. And it knows that I've connected to Vercel, so it will deploy very fast. So let's take a look at this. All right, so let's go back to my personal website and let's do a hard refresh. And let's scroll all the way down. And lo and behold, Claude has added this line, I love Claude, down here to my personal website. Let's try something else. Let's say, can you send me an email with a example script of the video we're recording right now, explaining how great you are. Okay, so what I've also done is I've connected Claude to my Gmail and my Google Calendar, and hopefully now it can actually send me an email. Okay, so it took maybe 10 seconds and Claude said it sent the email. Let's take a look at my Gmail. And here I have an email from Claude with a script for the video. The title is, I gave AI access to my entire life and here's what happened. And it looks like it has a hook, intro, demo section, magic, and everything else, right? Pretty impressive stuff. So let's keep going. Let's try another demo with Claude. I've also hooked Claude up to my Twitter. So let's say, what are people talking about on Twitter right now that I'm following? And let's see if Claude can summarize some tweets from my timeline without me having to doom scroll them myself. Okay, so here's what Claude came up with. Gary Tan, YC founder, stayed up 19 hours because he's addicted to Claude Code. Sam Altman talking about Town Hall. Someone talking about a Claude template for vibe code, and so on and so forth. Now let's see if it can actually create a tweet for me. Now I'll ask it to create a draft tweet talking about Claude. Okay, it came up with some draft options, but let's actually try to get you to tweet something just for fun. So tweet this. I'm making a tutorial about Claude right now. It's super fun. Make sure I spell it correctly. Okay, and then let's just wait a little bit and see if it works. All right, so it says done, posted, and live. Let's take a look. All right, there you go. So you see that Claude has actually tweeted for me. So you gotta be very careful here. I don't want to tweet random stuff. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and delete this tweet right now. All right, now let's keep exploring some more fun things, right? So now let's ask Claude to explore my Google Drive and find the plan doc in my Google Drive. So the plan doc is basically a Google Doc that I use with all my information, my goals, and everything else that I'm managing right now. It's like my overall plan for the year, for the quarter, and so on. And it's pretty important context if I'm trying to build a personal assistant that I want Claude to have. So let's see if Claude can access my plan doc. All right, so it found the doc. So let's say, read the document and update your memory. So Claude has its own kind of memory files, basically a bunch of text files saved in its folder. And I want to make sure that it's constantly updating its memory with the latest information from my plan doc, my health doc, and so on. So with Google integration, I can basically just ask Claude to read some Google document and update its memory instead of having to copy and paste a bunch of stuff over and over again. All right, it looks like it read the plan doc and updated my memory with my goals, my fitness goals, and so on, my top YouTube videos. It didn't share any personal information here because I told it not to early on. So there you have it. There's the quick demo of Claude in action. And of course, in practice, a lot of times I'm actually just using this on the go on my phone. Like that's where the real magic is. Now let's quickly recap some of these use cases. Okay, so as I showed before, Claude can read your X and Twitter timelines if you connect it to Twitter. So basically I asked Claude to check my timeline and it pulled the best tweets from people I follow. And it can also tweet for you if you wanted to. Next, it can read, draft, and send emails. So for example, I asked Claude to send me an email summary of the setup process from its point of view. And it wrote the email and sent it to my Gmail in just a few seconds. Claude can also send you personalized weekly briefings. Because I've connected Claude to my Gmail, Google Calendar, and Google Drive, I can set up an alert for it to either send me an email or just send me a direct message with a weekly briefing that has important meetings, emails that need attention, key focus areas, and so much more. It's pretty impressive that I was able to set this up with Claude before Google supported a feature like this. Now, I showed you how Claude can update my personal website, right? But it can also start and deploy a complete brand new website from scratch. So I asked Claude to, for example, build a website covering my interactions with it so far. And here's the website that I deployed in under a minute from a chat message. All right, so it's the birth of Claude. And if you scroll down, it has, when I first set it up on Saturday afternoon, it has the back and forth that we had, some issues that we experienced, some stuff that we integrated, and other things, right? Pretty impressive stuff. It basically have like this employee who can actually commit code to GitHub and build for you. And all you gotta do is just have a text with it. Now, the final thing that's really important is that Claude can remember context about you. So like I demoed, I asked it to read my Google Drive to update its memory based on my plan and health documents, which has all my key information. So now when I ask Claude questions, it knows my goals, my priorities, and what I'm working on, and give me much more personalized advice. I've only been playing with Claude for just a few days, and it's already blown my mind, but other people have customized it to do much more. So people have done health tracking with it. They connected Claude to Whoop or some other personal health device to get daily fitness summaries. People use it to check into their flights because Claude can also use your browser or whatever else is on the computer that you set up Claude with. And last but not least, you can also use Claude to control smart devices in your home, such as your lights and home appliances. Here's a screenshot of somebody who actually set up Claude to control their smart oven. Although I personally have some serious hesitations about doing this. You don't want to burn your house down with AI. All right, so hopefully I've convinced you to give Claude a try. It really is one of the most impressive personal assistants I've ever come across. Now let's talk about how to install Claude, or Molt as it's now called, in 30 minutes and avoid some of the common pitfalls. So first things first, you can run Claude on any of the following. Your regular laptop, your old MacBook works fine just to start. Just make sure it stays plugged in and there's no sleep mode or Claude will go silent. You can also run it on a virtual private server. Services like Hertzner cost $5 to $10 a month and keep Claude running 24/7 without leaving your computer on at home. And finally, you can definitely buy a Mac Mini. It costs around $500 to run it. The advantage here is that you can just leave your Mac Mini plugged in as a dedicated home for your new AI assistant. So I started using Claude on just an old MacBook Pro. So you can just start with that before you decide to invest in new hardware. Okay, now this is a really important slide. So important that I decided to add this to the video after I made it. So if you actually want to run Claude safely, this is what I would do. First, make sure you run it on a dedicated computer. This can be a Mac Mini that's powered on 24/7, or like I said, just an old laptop. Second, make sure you give it its own credentials. I've set up my new Mac Mini so that it has its own Apple ID, Gmail, and Google ID. This way, it doesn't have open access to my main Apple ID or all my Google Workspace files. Instead, what I've done is I've given it access to my calendar and specific Google Doc and Google Sheet and Google Drive files to read and edit. So this prevents it from accidentally deleting all my Google files, right? So the thing you should be aware of is that this is still really early software. You don't want to be susceptible to what's called a prompt injection attack, where it reads an email that tells it to delete all your files or share your passwords. So the takeaway here is that I think you can test it on your existing laptop, but if you want to really run with it, then either invest in a Mac Mini or a virtual private server, or give it an old laptop with its own credentials. Giving it its own credentials is the most important thing. There's a lot of hype out there about Claude AI Assistant, and it really does live up to the hype. It is generally the most fun AI product that I've used since Claude Code, but I want to make sure that you're all using this safely to avoid, regrets and mistakes. Okay, now let's go talk about how to install Claude in a few steps. All right, so now here's how you can install Claude in 4 steps. So step 1, in Terminal, run the install script in the setup wizard. Step 2, connect your Claude subscription. Step 3, connect your messaging apps. Step 4, connect X, GitHub, Google, and whatever other services or skills you want Claude to have. So let me quickly walk through each step one by one. Okay, so step 1 is to run the install script and setup wizard. So let me actually open my terminal here, you can see. And the install script is basically right here on Claude's website. All you gotta do is copy and paste this one-liner into terminal. And it will install everything for you, including all the dependencies. Now, after you do this, you can start Claude's setup wizard by just typing Claude bot space onboard. All right, and here's the setup wizard. So first of all, there's a disclaimer that you gotta accept, and select quick start mode to start the setup. Now, I've already created a config because I already set up Claude in the past, but let's just quickly run through this. First, asking me to select the model that I want to use. And you can pick different types of models, but I obviously prefer Anthropic, especially Opus is very conversational, very personal. It feels like talking to a real person. So let's pick Anthropic here. And there's 3 different options to set up Anthropic. Now, if you're like me and you already pay for Claude Pro or Claude Max, the right option to pick is the middle one, Anthropic token Claude Code CLI. Okay, if you pick the API key, it's basically going to charge you money for every single conversation that you have with Claude. And you can also try using this setup token thing, but I found it pretty buggy and I couldn't really get it to work. So I think the middle one is the way to go. All right, so it's going to ask you to check keychain for Claude Code CLI credentials, hit yes, and run Claude setup token now, yes. And what it's going to do is it's going to take you to this authorize screen and just hit authorize here. And let's go back to our terminal. And if things work correctly, it should have given you a output token at the top. I'm not going to scroll up to show it because it's pretty sensitive information. But then you can go ahead and pick the model, and Claude Opus is the right model to pick. All right, but let me pause here. Let me go back to the slides for a second. I just walked through step 2, which is connect to your Claude subscription, right? And if you run into any issues here or just in general, let me kind of show you how to troubleshoot this, right? So how I troubleshoot this is I create a new Claude conversation, And let me scroll all the way up here. And what I've done is I've given Claude, C-L-A-U-D-E, not the other one. I've given Claude the setup. So I'm using Claude and I've linked the documentation for Claude here, right? And I've also linked the website for Claude. And basically it's a personal assistant and so on and so forth. So why don't you browse all the linked material first? I'm gonna ask you some questions next to help me set this up, right? So then I started asking it questions about the setup process and other things that doesn't seem to work. And it started giving me answers and so on and so forth. So what I'm trying to show here is that if you get stuck in your setup process, or if you feel like any kind of uncertainties of stuff that you don't know, just do what I'm doing here. Start a conversation with Anthropic's Claude, give it a link to the documentation. You can search for documentation on Google, and then just have a conversation with it, place screenshots and ask it questions. And it will walk you through the setup process, right? If you experience any errors, paste screenshots of the errors that you're seeing and just go back and forth with it. It may require a little bit of persistence to get this to work, but I promise you that if you don't give up, you will get this set up. Okay, so now let's go back here and let's go to step 3, which is connecting your messaging apps. The one that I recommend that you start with is Telegram, because it's the easiest one to set up by far. So let's pick Telegram here. And the way to set up Telegram is obviously, first of all, you should sign up for a free Telegram account. And let me go to Telegram. So in Telegram, after you sign up for an account, you have to message this account called bot folder with /start. And basically that's helping you walk through how to create a Telegram bot. And then you type /new bot to create your Claude bot. And you have to give it a name. And I came up with a ton of different names here because a lot of the bot names were taken. But the TLDR is that you have to end your name with the word bot for it to work, okay? So I think I ended up with, Claude hi bot. Not the best name, but this is not the name that actually appears when you talk to Claude, so it's fine. All right, so again, if you run into issues with this setup process, you can always just ask Claude for help. And there's also another step down here why I had to pay some sort of token to Telegram for it to work. And then eventually I was able to get Claude set up here. Okay, now the next step, and very important step, is to configure skills. And here's all the different types of skills that Claude can connect to. And this is really where the magic happens, because connecting to these different skills allows Claude to actually take different actions for you, like read tweets, draft emails, read your calendar, and so on and so forth. So there's a ton of skills here, and this is overwhelming, right? So you don't have to connect to all of these at once. So let me actually go back to my slides and walk through the skills again. 2 that I definitely recommend that you connect to are GitHub and X. Connecting these 2 skills is actually pretty simple. I think I basically just scanned the list in the terminal for GitHub and X, which might be called Bird, to set up these skills. And after Claude was all set up, I then asked it to connect the 2 services you can see from my chat message here. And it will walk you through connecting both GitHub and Twitter. Okay, so these 2 are pretty straightforward. Now the next one is connecting Gmail, Google Calendar, and Drive. And connecting this was honestly a pain in the butt because Google Cloud Console is some of the worst UI that I've ever seen. So basically what you have to do is you have to go to Cloud Console. You have to create a new project called Claude. You have to create OAuth credentials and a JSON to share with Claude. And then you have to enable these APIs that I'm showing on the right. So Gmail API, Google Drive API, Google Docs API, Google Calendar, and Google Sheets, so that Claude can basically interact with the entire Google Workspace for you. Now, this is super annoying to do. It might take some trial and error. And again, ask Claude for help if you need it. But I think it's super worthwhile, especially if you're like me, who run your life basically on the Google platform. All right, so there you have it. If you want to become AI native, to me, trying this out is almost like a must-have. Using Claude honestly feels like living in the future. And if you follow this tutorial carefully, you just set up an AI assistant that you can text at any time to accomplish different tasks, ranging from managing your emails and calendar to pushing code. So if you enjoyed this tutorial, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube and check out my interview with Peter, Claude's creator, that's coming up very soon in my podcast. All right, thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.